What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my WWE SmackDown Hell in a Cell 2017 predictions. SmackDown just ended. Pretty decent episode. I'd give it a C. So, Hell in a Cell 2017 has 8 matches on it. 8 matches are booked. And then we also have a Fashion Files segment. Fashion Files returns. That's good stuff. Glad to see it's returning. So, up first, before I start my predictions, again, I want to talk about Vegas. Everybody that lost someone that they loved, my thoughts go out to you. Should have never happened. These acts of terrorism by Americans against Americans should never happen. But it will happen again. I just hope it doesn't happen to me, or someone I know, or someone I love. But it could. It could happen anywhere. Because our gun laws are very, very weak. Very weak gun laws. Very bad gun laws. For all the gun owners out there, all you deserve is to own a little handgun. Or maybe 2 or 3. I don't see why the hell you need 4 to 5 guns or more than that. You don't. Unless you're living like a scared little bitch that you need more than 5 guns in your house. Unless you're a gun collector, but that's stupid to me to be collecting guns. So, all you deserve, gun owners, is to own a handgun or 2 or 3. That's it. You don't deserve automatic weapons. Those are meant for police, law enforcement, and military. Not for everyday people. You don't need an assault weapon. You don't need an automatic weapon. You don't need a machine gun. You don't need to add on a part to it where you can shoot it like it's a machine gun. Like you think you're in Syria or Afghanistan. You don't need that shit. You're not Rambo. You're a nobody. You're an American citizen. You're not Rambo. You're not in the movies. You're not playing Rambo. So you don't need your damn assault weapons. I'm so sorry. Whoever in Vegas, if anybody's watching this, that lost somebody they loved, I'm so sorry. And the politicians, the Republicans, are to blame. Because they won't vote through better gun laws to keep the American people safe. If this guy just had a handgun or 2, yes, he could have killed some people. But I guarantee you, without an automatic weapon or a machine gun, without that, the guy probably would have killed maybe 10 people. Maybe 15. But having an assault weapon, those should be banned. Buying them, buying parts and putting it together like you can put them together and make it a machine gun, that is wrong, and all those parts should be banned from buying. That's just totally, totally outrageous. To want an assault weapon or a machine gun just for your home. So now that I'm done with that, I just want to say rest in peace. Lance Russell, the former Memphis Wrestling, longtime wrestling commentator, Lance Russell. He made a name for himself in Memphis. I'm sure he's good friends with Jerry Lawler, He was in Memphis basically his entire career as a wrestling announcer, commentator. He made a name for himself in Memphis wrestling. He came over to the NWA in 89 and 90. And Lance Russell, you had a great voice. You had a great voice for calling wrestling. You were a great announcer. Rest in peace, Lance Russell. Now to my Hell in a Cell 2017 predictions. Up first, I'm going to go with, the kickoff. WWE announced there will be a kickoff match, and it's on the kickoff show. Chad Gable and Benjamin teaming up to take on the Hype Bros. Very sad. Neither of these guys will be on the pay-per-view, but at least they're getting to work and getting a pay-per-view payday. Hopefully WWE's still paying them extra money for being on pay-per-views, even though they have the network. I hope the talent is still getting pay-per-view payoffs. Or whatever they call it. I don't know, network payoffs, something like that. Chad Gable, Benjamin, Hype Bros. I'm going to say Gable and Benjamin win. And the Hype Bros will break up very soon. One of them's going to turn on each other, and then they'll feud. So now the pay-per-view, the Tag Team Championships, I could see kicking off the show on pay-per-view in the Hell in a Cell. Tag Team titles on the line inside the Hell in a Cell. The first of 2 Hell in a Cell matches. New Day Usos inside the cell. One of the New Day members will be banned. So he'll be outside the cell. Won't be able to get in. I still think New Day wins and New Day will retain. Up next, the WWE Women's Championship. Natalya, the champion, defending against Charlotte. I wish this was in the Hell in a Cell. I wish there was a women's match this year inside the cell like last year. History was made. Sasha against Charlotte, and Vince got very angry at the finish because Sasha did not break through the table. Vince, you're insane. It wasn't Sasha's fault. Anyways, Natalya, Charlotte, it'd be awesome if it's inside the cell, but it is not. They're going to have a rematch at Starrcade. They're going to have a rematch, and it's going to be a steel cage match. So I predict that Charlotte will win by disqualification. Charlotte wins by DQ. That means Natalya will retain. U.S. title, AJ Styles defending against Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf. I got the phenomenal one, AJ Styles winning. AJ Styles retains. Randy Orton versus Rusev. I don't really care about the match. I will only care if Rusev can get a victory and get a win, because he needs a win on pay-per-view. Rusev, my prediction is Rusev will win. At least I hope he wins. Bobby Roode against Dolph Ziggler. This has been a pretty good feud. They haven't had that much time to... Well, Dolph has been doing many different old wrestling entrances. He did a lot of them. Making fun of guys that need a big entrance and guys that play guitar and need to play music or sing, stuff like that. So Dolph Ziggler, the guy's been great as a heel. He's been great at playing this part, getting on the fans' nerves, yelling at the fans, you like nostalgia, well, maybe you'll like this. And it's just funny as hell. I mean, he did entrances, he did Randy Savage, he did DX, he did The Undertaker, he did, who else? Naomi. Ziggler did Naomi's entrance. I can't remember who else, but, or Ultimate Warrior, that was damn funny. So Ziggler has been great, playing his heel part, getting on the fans' nerves. Bobby Roode is great. The Glorious One is great. I'm a big fan of Bobby Roode. I predict Bobby Roode, the Glorious One, wins. I don't know when Dolph's contract's up, but it's probably going to be up by 2018. I don't think he'll be around after WrestleMania 34. Ziggler's been there a long time. The guy's done everything in the company, WWE. They're not going to give him anything else big to accomplish. He's not going to win a Royal Rumble. He's not going to be a WWE champion, even though Dolph would be 1,000 times better of a champion than Jinder. Anybody basically would be a better champion than Jinder, except for Vince Russo and David Arquette. So, Bobby Roode wins. Up next, I'm going to say that Shane and Kevin Owens will be the main event. I'm going to predict that right now. So up next is the WWE Championship. Why in the fuck is Jinder still champion? Why? I understand why. Because they're going to India in December to do a tour, and they want Jinder to be WWE champion. That is so stupid. And maybe they'll make a lot of money in India, but I don't care because I live in the United States. So I don't care about the Indian market. And I guarantee you that 99% of fans don't care about Jinder as WWE champion and think it's god awful. And the 1% that are stupid idiots, 1% of those people like Jinder as champion, but 99% don't. So wake up, WWE, and have him drop the title immediately. Have him drop it to Ellsworth. I don't care. Ellsworth would be a better champion. At least Ellsworth is entertaining. Jinder is not entertaining. The guy is not a good wrestler. He's average at best. Anybody else on the roster, in NXT, on Raw, on SmackDown, anybody else would be a better WWE champion than Jinder. It's just sad as hell they had to pick him just because he's half Indian. But the guy was born in Canada. I don't hate Jinder as a person. I hate his character in that he is still the WWE champion because it's been a failure of a reign. One of the worst WWE champions of all fucking time. One of the worst is Jinder. Nobody else is worse. Nobody. Not even Vince McMahon. So Jinder will retain because Vince hates us all. Now to the main event, in my opinion. Shane McMahon against Kevin Owens. And you're ruining Nakamura. Vince, don't you realize, in your damn head, don't you realize you're ruining Nakamura as a babyface? You're killing him by giving him job to Jinder. That's a disgrace. So Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, it will be the main event, I think. Hell in a Cell. They've had a great feud, great build-up. A lot of animosity. Both guys, at Hell in a Cell, both guys are going to beat the hell out of each other. Kevin Owens had that great line. Might have crossed the line, but to me, nothing crosses the line in wrestling. Unless you want to get racist like Jinder has. When he was probably told by the creative team, or somebody told him, be racist towards Nakamura. So, nothing crosses a line except for racism on TV and wrestling. That pisses me off, and there's no place for that. I have a lot of friends, different nationalities, different races, and I treat them like I'd want to be treated by anybody else. I treat them with respect. I'm nice to them. I'm kind to them. I don't see color. I do not see color in people. I don't see skin color. You can be black, Asian, Mexican, Puerto Rican, I don't care. Can be Irish, from Ireland, I don't care. Can be from England, I don't care. If you're nice to me, and if you're a cool wrestling fan, I'll be nice to you, and I'll be a friend of yours. So, Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens said on SmackDown tonight he's going to take Shane to the top of the cell and throw him off the top of the cell. Please don't do that. Because I don't want to see somebody die and fall off the Hell in the Cell. And Shane, you already took the bump at WrestleMania 32. I think it had to be 32. WrestleMania 32, Shane, you already jumped off the Hell in the Cell. You don't need to do that again. You already did it. And Shane McMahon, you have nothing to prove. You've done it all. You're tough as hell. You're one of the craziest, toughest bastards I've ever seen in wrestling. For being a non-pro wrestler, Shane McMahon is one of the toughest guys in wrestling history, is Shane McMahon. The guy has taken a lot of insane bumps. He's not as crazy as Mick Foley was, but Shane is pretty damn nuts because of all the bumps he took. Even if his bumps were falling 30, 40, 50 feet on a mattress pad, still would probably hurt a little bit. It would knock the wind out of you. So Shane McMahon, you got my respect forever as a fan. No need to prove yourself by doing a crazy, insane spot. No need to do that. Don't do that. I don't want you to die. You have a family. You have young kids. You have a wife. Shane, no crazy spots, please. Or crazy bumps. I have a feeling that we might see blood. Shane McMahon might blade during this Hell in a Cell. There might be a lot of blood. I just have that feeling. If there's not, that's okay. But if there is a lot of blood, that'll be pretty awesome. Because a lot of blood, a lot of violence, and a lot of blood does make Hell in a Cell matches better. And if you disagree, you're stupid. Because I grew up in the era where Hell in a Cell matches, late 90s, early 2000s, even 2006, Hell in a Cell at Unforgiven, Vince bled, Shane bled, Big Show bled, DX against the McMahons, and Big Show in the Hell in a Cell. That match, I believe, had a lot of blood in it, and it made it better. So that's just my opinion. Blood in Hell in a Cell matches makes the matches better, and they feel more legit. Like, the cell is really dangerous. If you don't have any blood in a cage match or in a Hell in a Cell, well, that's pretty pointless to bring a cage down when it's just like a regular match and nobody bleeds. That's just how I feel. So Kevin Owens wins. I could see Vince McMahon appearing at ringside, banging on the door, trying to get in. Or maybe Vince will get in with the bowl cutters. I don't know. Maybe Vince will try to save Shane and Vince will probably get beat down. Maybe Stephanie will come out, try to save Shane. Maybe Kevin Owens will put his hands on Stephanie. I don't know. That could happen. But my final prediction, Kevin Owens wins, and he should win. He really should win. If Shane wins, I'm okay with it, but I just think, why the hell did he just win? He didn't need to win. Why did he win? So there's my 2017 Hell in a Cell SmackDown pay-per-view predictions. I'll be watching it on the network. I'll be live tweeting it. I'm also going to do two live reactions for the 2 Hell in a Cell matches. And I will do a Hell in a Cell review, so enjoy the pay-per-view Sunday. I'll be watching it after, hopefully, right after my Packers defeat the Cowboys. Bye for now, everybody. Enjoy Hell in a Cell. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guide for a live tweeting Sunday night.